Hello, Kivotos! Oh, my word. Welcome back, one and all. My name is Yumi Tsuchitomo, your host of Kivotos Quarterly, and welcome back, one and all, to our next installment of our quarterly news show, bringing you the best and most exciting news across Kivotos. For those of you who have been wondering since our last show, we have been trying to get in contact with Problem Solver 68 in order to obtain our sponsorship payment from last quarter's episode. Some good news and some, I guess, less good news for those of you who are curious about how that turned out. Our producers were able to get a hold of Problem Solver 68, despite the fact that they kept trying to insist that they were at some sort of opera event. I'm not entirely sure. They kept insisting that they were too busy to return our calls, but we finally did manage to get a hold of them. Unfortunately, at least according to Hyakkiyako, who was the one who graciously returned our calls. It sounds like all of Problem Solver's money was taken by some mysterious stranger wearing a baseball cap. I tried to get the details on who this was, because if they were indeed robbed by someone, we here at Kivotos Quarterly, our producers could do something about this. We could contact this individual, try to, get this money returned. But Problem Solver 68 refused to give us this information, stating, and I quote, "An outlaw never betrays another outlaw," and then promptly hung up on us. So anyway, unfortunately, the sponsorship money is still being tracked down for last quarter's episode, but no worries, we will get a hold of it. It will be fine. So, just to reassure all of our wonderful, wonderful fans of Kivotos Quarterly, we will be getting that sponsorship money that is owed to us. As a side note, the General Student Council wanted me to pass along that there is currently a bounty out on the head of Problem Solver 68, specifically for opera-related explosive crimes. So if you happen to see any of Problem Solver 68 out and about in Kivotos, be sure to let the General Student Council know, and maybe our studio as well, since we're very interested in their whereabouts currently. Oh my word. But enough of the old. Let's talk about the new. Let's hop into our program. We've already spent entirely too long talking about some of the older things that were happening. It's time to get our show started. We do have a wonderful new sponsor for this particular Kivotos Quarterly. This particular quarterly news show is sponsored by the Hyakkiyako Festival Operations Club, who is an extremely reliable organization who has already paid us part of the sponsorship fee, so that is wonderful. Upfront payments, who knew? We might need to start doing that for our other sponsors. Excuse me, I need to compose myself. Whew. All right. Anyway, we are delighted to be sponsored by the Hyakkiyako Festival Operations Club today. In addition to this, our sponsors of this program wanted to let you at home know that when you visit Hyakkiyako next, you will be able to obtain exclusive merchandise. This is exciting, folks. This is really fantastic. Some of the things that the Festival Operations Club is highlighting in particular is this absolutely wonderful, extremely expensive Waraku Hime fan. This is an idol fan, which normally goes for quite a bit on many secondhand markets. So getting one of these just for visiting Hyakkiyako, whew! Oh boy, I don't know how they're gonna deal with the scalpers, but You all should make sure to go and visit Hyakkiyako to go and get some of your own exclusive merchandise. In addition to the Waraku Hime fan, you can also get these absolutely adorable Ninpero plushes. Oh, wonderful. This is an incredible offer, folks. You do not want to pass this up. So make sure to go and check out Hyakkiyako the next time you have a chance. And remember to enjoy the festivities with the Hyakkiyako Festival Operations Club. Oh, my word. It has been a while. It's been a couple months since our last Kivotos Quarterly. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you all weren't too worried about how the program was doing. After our slight mishap before. But thank you all so much for coming and joining us as we hop into all the latest and greatest from early September to late November. That's right, folks. We're going to be going over all the upcoming events and characters for the next 3 months. Woo! So, as always, before we hop into our main program, some disclaimers for Kivotos Quarterly. Just to remind you folks, no story spoilers will be given during the stream. However, there will be some vague outlines as well as background lore that will be revealed. So if you're someone who wants to go in completely blind without any information on upcoming characters or upcoming story events, then no worries at all. You can just wait for that to drop as it does. But if you are curious on that, I will not be spoiling anything major here. So please just hang out and enjoy the show. Besides this, some other disclaimers. All events and characters will be given in approximate order, but as always, this is subject to change depending on the global development team. So as best as I can, I will be giving you all plenty of information about what's coming up next, but just be aware that there's always a chance that that could change. And last but not least, Kivotos Quarterly prides itself on fun, informative news reporting, which means that all upcoming characters will be given equal discussion. We don't believe in meta around here. We will discuss all characters for anyone who is interested in them. All right, and a very special thank you to all the brave, stalwart players on the Japanese server. You all have contributed so much to the knowledge of the global server, so thank you. Your sacrifice is invaluable. All right, folks. And with that, let's hop into all upcoming events and characters from early September to late November. First, we will get started with early September. Some of you all have already seen this over the last week. We are currently in the middle of an event rerun for the Gourmet Research Society, who is, as always, causing food-related chaos all over Kivotos. This particular rerun does have a brand new character who will be joining the permanent roster. New Year Akari is finally joining the permanent roster as an off-field support. She, in particular, is spectacular at AoE mystic damage and buffs. Now, for those of you who might be familiar with Akari, you'll know that no restaurant is ever truly safe from Akari's eternal hunger, but she'll share the hearty leftovers with your team. So rest assured, everyone will be eating well with Akari on your team. In particular, Akari buffs ally mystic damage by a tremendous amount. Folks, this is pretty incredible. It is a massive mystic damage buff and attack speed buff, which is incredible. She will just roll onto the field in a questionable vehicle. It doesn't... maybe it's just me, but the vehicle that she was driving did look like the school lunch club truck, the one that Fuka drives all the time. Maybe I'm thinking too much about that. Surely she wouldn't have stolen that, right? Well, I'll have to send out word to Fuka afterwards to make sure she's not missing a vehicle. But regardless, Kari will be helping your team out with mystic damage, attack speed, and entirely too much food to eat. Also, during this particular event, you will also be able to obtain New Year Haruna and New Year Fuka. Now, unlike New Year Akari, Fuka and Haruna in their New Year forms are both limited characters, which means that you can only get them during this event. So if you've been wanting to snag either one of them, make sure to do so before this event ends, or just be on the lookout for when the Gourmet Research Society inevitably returns once again. For those of you who are curious, New Year Haruna is a spectacular explosive unit who does a ton of damage, either AoE to 5 separate targets or 5 blasts of damage to a single target. New Year Fuka is a darling girl. She tries so hard to keep Gehenna fed, and she will make sure that your team is up and moving as much as possible. In particular, New Year Fuka will discount the EX skill cost of a single character by half, which is amazing. So if you have very expensive EX costs on any of your students, she will be able to discount that and increase their crit damage. It's spectacular, folks. Truly a knockout combination of students, even if they do knock out a lot of people in Kivotos on their rampages. But besides New Year Fuka and New Year Haruna, and New Year Akari is also on this banner. However, she is also in the permanent banner. So even if you don't pick her up now, you do always have a chance of getting her in your future rolls. And last but not least, just by playing this event, you will receive New Year Junko, who is a 1-star student who does a fantastic job at quickly moving through EX skills. It's a very cheap Mystic Blast. If I recall correctly, here at the studio, I believe it was only an EX cost of 2 or 3. That's very inexpensive, folks. And on a free character that you can get for an event? That is truly fantastic. So if you've been looking for a good Mystic damage dealer to put on your teams, make sure to play the event to pick up New Year Junko. Oh, folks, it really is a wonderful celebration over here. Oh, warms my heart to see the Gourmet Research Society trying to help out instead of just blowing things up as they rampage through the city. Oh, and folks, I'm getting news right after we're celebrating New Year's in September. We are returning to Trinity for an event rerun. In particular, this event has now been rerun 3 times, which means that it is now archived. So, regardless of when you start the game, from any point forward, you will be able to play this event, which is wonderful. Just as a reminder, all of the events that have been archived can be found in this event recap section. It's right down by the campaign area, and it has all of the archived events, which is wonderful, folks. This is fantastic. As this event is getting a rerun, we are also having a rerun of the characters who were involved with this. We have the darling Ui, who does her best to remain hidden inside the Trinity Library, but unfortunately has to come outdoors to help out with different operations. Ui is actually rather similar to New Year Fuka in that she can discount an ally's EX skill cost, which is spectacular. She is a really powerful character, folks. So if you've been looking out for her, that will be the time to get her. In addition, we also have Hinata, who works so hard for the Sisterhood. She is the muscle of the Sisterhood, constantly helping to move church pews or do all sorts of hard, heavy labor. But she will help out on your team with a massive blast of AoE mystic damage. And last but not least is Sakurako. Oh, wonderful Sakurako. She is the head of the Sisterhood, and she is a rather powerful single target damage dealer for Mystic, which is wonderful. So all of these characters will be getting a rerun during this event as we head through September together. Oh my word. It's an exciting month, y'all. In fact, there's something even more exciting happening at the end of September. It's a brand new event. Oh my word, folks. At the very end of September, we will be heading back to Hyakkiyako after visiting Gehenna and Trinity. It's time to go and visit the district of our sponsors, Hyakkiyako, where we will be having a delightful exchange event there between Gehenna and Hyakkiyako. Oh, we have several new characters who will be showing up for this event for the very first time. First off, we finally have the introduction of Umika. Umika has been a character who has been featured in events prior to this, but has never been released as a full character. This is exciting, folks. She will be an on-field striker who deals mystic damage. Umika is a dedicated member of the Festival Operations Club, and not only will she bring the festival to you, she will also unleash a fleet of enormous fireworks launchers. In particular, she can summon 5 launchers at the same time. 5! That's impressive, folks. I don't know how she does it. Truly incredible. 5 firework launchers at the same time that will all do damage to your opponents. In addition to this, every 40 seconds, she will also be able to discount the cost of her own EX skill, which means that she can spam it a lot more easily. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh my word. It is wonderful to see Umika finally joining us. One of our sponsors, wonderful. Not to mention, this is incredible. In addition to this, we also will see the release of Guide Tsubaki. Tsubaki is a character who we've seen several times through events and main stories. She's actually not part of the Festival Operations Club, but rather part of the Interdiscipline Club. She normally has a very unique ability of being able to still function and defend her team, even while she's asleep. Am I reading that right? I'm looking at the notes the producer has given me. Is that correct? She can defend even while she's sleeping? How? How does she do this? We need to run a special report on this. I don't know how she's capable of doing this, but she is going to have a brand new outfit as she helps out with this Gehenna Hyakkiyako exchange event as a guide. She will be an off-field support as opposed to an on-field tank, and in her guide form, she will help with AoE attack buffs and single target healing. Tsubaki might be asleep on the job, but that doesn't mean that your team will suffer for it. In particular, in addition to the AoE attack buffs that she will do, every 45 seconds, she will also select one of your students to heal them and also give them resistance against critical hits. Ooh! That is fantastic, folks. Spectacular. You gotta love it when a support character will not only increase either attack or speed or anything with your characters, but also healing them. That's quite good of Tsubaki to do this. And all while she's half awake. I don't know how she's doing it. It's absolutely incredible. Oh my word. This will all mean that this event has an absolutely stacked lineup. Oh, folks, that's a lot of characters all at once. So, in addition to our 2 brand new characters, Umika and Guide Tsubaki, we will also have a rerun of Mimori, who is also from the Interdiscipline Club. She is a wonderful, lovely person who tries so hard to always get up early, make food for her fellow club members, make sure everything is nice and tidy, and she will do the same thing for your team as well, helping to increase attack speed as well as repositioning your team if you need to move out of the line of fire. In addition to this, we will also have a rerun of Izuna. Oh, Izuna. She is part of the Ninjutsu Research Club, which is unfortunately not a officially recognized club at Hyakkiyako, but they're trying. They're trying to become officially recognized. They have quite a fan base, though, despite not being an official club. And Izuna will be a spectacular auto attacker for mystic damage. And last but not least, this banner will also see the rerun of the 2-star Shizuko. Shizuko is the head of the Festival Operations Club, as well as the main benefactor for today's episode. Thank you, Shizuko. Thank you for the advance payment. We really appreciate that here at Kivotos Quarterly. Thank you. Anyway. Shizuko will drop down a festival cart to block oncoming attacks and provide some cover to your allies that are on the field. Oh my word. Oh, September is looking fantastic, folks. We're going to be going to Hyakkiyako. We'll be seeing so many Gehenna and Trinity students, and our sponsors for today's episode wanted me to remind you that when you go and visit Hyakkiyako, courtesy of the Festival Operations team, remember that when you return back, you'll have a little bit of Hyakkiyako to take back with you. Oh, that merch looks so wonderful. Oh, I gotta go right after this. I gotta go and check out Hyakkiyako. I gotta go get those fans before they're all gone. And then Impero plushes. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Absolutely spectacular, folks. Ooh, well, that's all just a bunch of really fun things coming up. Oh, I'm so excited. What's going to be coming up in October here? Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I'm getting a breaking news report. Something is going to be happening at the end of September and in early October. What is this? According to the reports that I'm getting, something strange has been sighted over the sands of Abydos. What could possibly be happening there? Oh my word! Oh, this looks rather pressing, folks. I think we're gonna need to head over to Abydos once we're done with all of the fun times over in Hyakkiyako to go and help out with what's going on over there. Oh, folks, it looks like at the end of September, in the beginning of October, we're going to have a brand new game mode, the Fury of Set. Now, because this has not been officially released on Global yet, the English translation of this game mode is still up for, not necessarily debate, but our producers were not able to get a firm translation on what this new game mode will be. So for now, you can refer to it as the Fury of Set. Or what our producers have been able to find is, based on the previous naming conventions, there's a very good chance this new game mode will be called Limit Break Assault, or something along those lines. Unrestricted Assault, Limit Break Assault. Oh, but either way, it's true, folks. Abydos really can't catch a break. Oh my word. In this new game mode, you will be able to field the largest number of students we have seen yet. Instead of having a total of 6 students that you can run, you will now have a team of 10. You will have 6 strikers. That's right, 6 strikers. That is an incredible number of students to be on the field at one time. In addition to this, you will also have 4 off-field supports. That is a lot of students to go and take on a very serious threat. Oh my word. Oh, not only this, but this new game mode is going to happen every single month. So this will be a new thing that every month, folks, if you are participating in this particular game mode, you will be returning to Abydos to help fight back against the Fury of Set. However, my producers want to make extremely clear for those of you who are concerned about this new game mode. This is late game content. There are several reasons for this. Not only does this require you to have a large team of 10 students fielded at the same time, but the rewards that you get for completing this are specifically for endgame. As high up as you can go with your characters. The materials that you get from running this game mode are used to upgrade HP, attack, and healing stats, but only for level 90 5-star characters. So, if you do not have level 90 5-star characters, this is not a game mode you need to stress too much about. Even if you do have level 90 5-star characters, this is just something extra you can do if you want to go and help out at Abydos, you want to make your characters even stronger, you can do this. No, our producers want to make clear, no stressing, no worrying whatsoever. This is not a thing that you have to do. If you are level 90 and you do want to run this, you can, but you don't have to worry about hyper optimizing. You don't have to make it super far. This is just an option if you do want to run it. The fact that it happens every single month means that you can spend as much or as little time on it as you want. And yes, you can run this mode at much lower levels as well. So, just to emphasize again, this new game mode is late game content if you want to, and it will be something that will take folks a long time to get through. So there is no time pressure on this whatsoever. It's just if you want to go and help out Abydos, you have the time for it, and you want to sink any resources or time that you have into this, please feel free to go and help out those Abydos girls. God knows they need it. No, you do not have to stress every month. I promise. It is all okay. We at Kivotos Quarterly will do our best to reassure you all that this is not something you need to worry about. Oh my word. That being said, the thing I am worried about is what on earth is happening over in Abydos. I'm really concerned for our girls. This is not the thing that I wanted to be seeing. That being said, the thing that I do want to be seeing is some more story with our Abydos girls. And I've got some good news for you folks. In early October, after the Fury of Set has dropped, we will be returning to Abydos for more of the main story. Oh my word, this is perfect timing because I was getting quite worried about how they were doing. I'm a little worried to be finding out there's this new frightening boss that is appearing where they all live. I need to make sure that the Abydos girls are all okay. In particular, in early October, we will see the release of Volume 1, Part 3, Episodes 1 through 7. So if you've been looking forward to more of the main story, buckle up, because we're going to have more of it hitting us in early October. Oh my word. Whew. Really hope that those girls are doing okay. The last time we really saw them was in the Blue Archive anime, so I hope that they're all doing well. This will be a great chance to go and visit them, check out how they're doing, and give them all a proper meal, because they need it. Oh my word. Oh, and folks, I'm getting news. We have some more exciting things that are going to be happening in October. We're going to get another event rerun. Oh my word, folks, this is the third rerun of this After School Suites event, which means that this event will be archived. So after we return to Abydos at the beginning of October, we will also be returning to Trinity for one of the most hilarious events that I have seen. Oh my word. In fact, as we are heading back to this event, I figured this might be a great chance for our trivia for everyone who is watching live. Our producers have prepared some more trivia for you all. So whether you're watching live or you're watching this as a VOD at home later, it's time for our time-honored tradition of some trivia for you folks watching along. In particular, let's focus on a bit of Trinity lore, some things that are not super well known, but are very important for understanding the dynamics of Trinity. All right, For those of you who are watching, prepare yourselves. There will be a poll that will go up shortly. You will have a minute to go and submit your answers to that, and then we will go from there. Once again, if you're watching this as a VOD, you can take a minute just to think about what the answers might be, and we'll go from there. All right, folks, your trivia from our producers for this episode is: which Trinity student was the legendary gangster referred to as Path Palug? All right, and that poll is now going live. Perfect. All right, you all have a minute to make your answers for this. Think about what you would respond to. For those of you watching us as a VOD, your possible answers to this question are Tsurugi, Mika, Kazusa, and Reisa. You all now have 50 seconds to think about your answers. I'll be taking a quick hydration check before we reveal the answer to this quarter's trivia. All right, folks, we got 10 seconds left. Make sure to cast your votes before the poll is over. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the poll has ended. Oh, fantastic. Oh, you love to see it? Ooh, I even see that a majority of our live studio audience has answered correctly. But I appreciate that some of you made votes for the other students, because it would not surprise me if some of them were former gangsters as well. But let's reveal the final answer now, shall we? As it turns out, the legendary gangster Path Palug is always hiding in plain sight. In fact, she is the star of this particular event. It is none other than Kazusa. That's right, our adorable cat-eared, sweets-eating club member Kazusa was once a highly feared gangster in Kivotos. It's kind of hard to believe. In fact, I made our producers double-check that several times because I wasn't sure if I completely believed that. Kazusa? Really? She is very impressive in combat, but she's such a sweet girl. And that just goes to show you. It's just how it is in Kivotos. It's incredible. Maybe the gangsters have a heart of gold. It's something that we have learned in a lot of Kivotos. I've sure learned a lot by being a reporter here. Oh my word. Well, Kazusa, as well as the rest of her entourage, will be having a rerun once again during this event. Kazusa is an extremely powerful single target damage dealer. Whoo, folks, she does a lot of damage, a lot of piercing damage. In addition to this, Reisa will also be joining us once again. Reisa is a wonderful member of the Vigilante crew. She is a piercing tank who will deal a lot of AoE damage as she does her attacks, and she will do her best to keep your team up and moving. In addition to Reisa, we also have another tank on this banner, Natsu. Natsu spends a lot of her time eating sweets, but she'll make sure to share the love with your team members, giving them buffs in battle, as well as healing herself with her secret stash of sweets. So if you've been on the lookout for a good tank, both Reisa and Natsu are spectacular. And last but not least, on this banner, we will also have a rerun of the 2-star character Mari. Now, just for folks who are curious, 2-star characters can be pulled on any banner, but they will have a rate up on specific banners like this. Mari is a wonderful, such a kind girl. Oh my word, she is treasured amongst the Trinity student body for a very good reason. She's just a very kind, gracious person, and she will make sure to provide a shield to one of your characters and just make sure that they're up and moving as best as possible. Oh my word, folks, this is absolutely incredible. What a wonderful rerun of characters for a fantastic event. But don't think that we're leaving Trinity quite so soon, because in mid-October, after this event rerun, we will also be seeing the return of the Nagisa. One of the presidents of the Tea Party. Ooh, oh my word, the Student Council of Trinity. Oh, it's nice to see Nagisa returning once again. In addition to this, we will also have a rerun of 2 Millennium students. We will see the rerun of Toki. Oh my word, it has been quite a while since we've seen Nagisa, Toki, and also Koyuki. Nagisa, for anyone who is curious, is a spectacular AoE explosive damage dealer, as well as an general explosive damage buffer. She's a very powerful character to make sure that your students are dealing as much explosive damage as they possibly can. In addition to this, Toki is a powerful character. She will transform into a literal Gundam, increasing her attack power and smashing into large lines of opponents all at once. Absolutely incredible. And last but not least, Koyuki, the former member of the Millennium Student Council, who spends a lot of her time in Millennium's prisons nowadays. Will join your team to help out, sending out bombs and other explosives to help out in battle. Some of you very astute viewers at home will have noticed that there is a limited tag that is next to Nagisa and Toki, which means that you can only pull them during these banners. Unlike all the other characters who are permanent characters who you can pull on any banner, you can only pull Nagisa and Toki on these limited banners. Oh, folks, this is so exciting. What could be more hype than all of this? I don't even know. What could possibly follow up all of this excitement? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that guitar and rock music that's starting to come in? Folks, could it be? Oh, at the end of October, we're going to have a brand new event with the After School Sweets Club. Oh my word, folks! Oh, this is so exciting. This is right around the anniversary for the global server. What a wonderful event to celebrate with. Oh! The After School Sweets Club are going to try to put together a rock band to serenade all of Kivotos. This is wonderful! Oh my word! And to celebrate, we've got some brand new characters who will be showing up as well. Ooh! First off, we have Kath Paluk herself, Kazusa, returning in her band form. She will be an on-field striker who deals explosive damage. Ooh, oh my word. Oh, bring out your pen lights, folks, because Sugar Rush's main vocalist is here to rock. Oh, I'm so excited for their performance. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. So, in addition to providing AoE attack speed buffs all around her, which lasts for a surprisingly long time, she also has explosive auto attacks. Ooh, so she will be doing a very, very respectable amount of damage herself while making everyone else on your team hit even faster. Oh, folks, this is absolutely incredible. Oh, my word. Oh, and not only this, we're going to have band Yoshimi also joining us. This is the first time that we are seeing Yoshimi as a 3-star character. Up to this point, her regular form has only been a 1-star, but she's joining us as a 3-star on-field striker. Oh my word! She will also do explosive damage. And Yoshimi, I have to tell you folks, I think she has a new passion besides sweets. Turns out that playing the guitar is an absolute blast. And she is shredding it up on that stage. She has enormous self-buffing capabilities. When you activate her EX skill, she will massively buff her own damage-dealing capabilities. And this will also stack as you have additional band members in your party. So if you keep the band together, all on one team, Yoshimi will really shred everything. Oh my word, this is incredible, folks. Oh, and last but not least, we have band Airi. Oh, and my apologies, some of the Kivotos bikers also just passed by. Do they know that I'm recording right now? Ridiculous. Anyway, my apologies. Back to band Airi. Oh, this is a character that you will get just for playing this event. That's right, folks. Band Airi will join your team for free just for playing this event. She is also an on-field striker who deals explosive damage. And Airi is ready to bring the performance together with her piano playing skills. Oh, they're all so talented. Oh my word, I absolutely adore this. So, Band Airi will buff her own explosive damage, and she has a chance to shred through an enemy's crit resistance, which is fantastic, making it so you can actually deal more critical damage more consistently. That is wonderful. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, folks. Oh, I gotta go and buy my pen lights. Oh, I'm so excited for this. So, this will all be happening in late October. Band Kazusa and Band Yoshimi are limited characters, so you will only be able to obtain them during this event. However, just for playing this event, oh, my apologies, another motorcycle just went by. I need to talk to my producers. Maybe we can have someone standing guard. Take care of the bikers as they come by. Anyway, that's for after the Kivotos quarterly ends. So Band Kazusa and Band Yoshimi will be joining as limited characters that you can pick up during this event. But Band Airi, oh, she's someone who you can pick up for free just for playing this event. Wonderful. You love to see it. You know, it's true. Maybe the motorcycles did know that we were talking about the after-school sweets club. Maybe they knew. They're like, Kazusa, Yoshimi, Natsu, Airi. I have to represent. I guess I can respect that. I can absolutely respect that. Oh, this is also fantastic, folks. Oh, my word. This is fantastic. What a fantastic way to end October. Oh my word, and as we head into November, we're going to have an event rerun. Oh, we're returning to Hyakkiyako once again. This is actually the third time that this particular Hyakkiyako event has been rerun, which means it is now archived for you to enjoy whenever you want. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, no, we really are. What can I say? Our sponsors, they paid well. What can I say? Of course we're going back to Hyakkiyako again. We were already there as part of an exchange event, and, you know, we couldn't help coming back again. Maybe I can get even more merch and have my little shrine all set up nicely. It'll be wonderful. In fact, there were so many characters who were involved in our early Hyakkiyako event, we couldn't completely cover all of them in one event, which means if we're returning to Hyakkiyako, we gotta have some of these characters showing up at long last. Oh my word, Kirara! Oh, folks! This has been in the making for so long. Oh my word. Kirara has been a character who has been highlighted in the loading screens ever since the game first started. And she will finally be joining the permanent roster at long last. Oh my word, folks, this is so exciting. Kirara will be joining as a sonic damage dealer. Oh my word! Gehenna's resident Gyaru is here to make friends and post your adventures on social media. Oh, it does feel like it's been generations we've been waiting for this. This truly is cause for celebration. Oh my word. Ooh. So, our wonderful Gyaru girl will be joining to provide self-buffs to herself to increase the damage of her sonic auto attacks. Oh my word, this is so exciting. We haven't had too many Sonic characters, so it's really nice to see some more of them finally joining the roster. Oh, absolutely wonderful, folks. This is fantastic. In addition to the introduction of Kirara at last, finally joining us, we will also have a rerun of Kaho. Oh my word, part of the Yin Yang Club, who is the de facto heads of Hyakkiyako. Kaho helps to ensure that everything is running smoothly, but she is also a fantastic proponent of bringing folks into Hyakkiyako to see its charm. She'll probably slip you some Chisei merch too if you ask her. Don't ask how I know that. Kaho is a fantastic single target damage dealer for mystic damage. In addition to this, we will also have a rerun of Kaide. Kaide is an off-field support character who will provide shields to your team, and she will also beat you in just about any Mushi Queen card game that she can. So look out, she's a formidable opponent. In addition, we will also be seeing a rerun of Tsukuyo. Oh, darling Tsukuyo. She is one of the tallest students, not just at Hyakkiyako, but in Kivotos as a whole, and she is terribly self-conscious of this, always trying to hide herself and use her ninjutsu to appear smaller or out of sight. But she has nothing to fear. She is a wonderful, proud member of the Ninjutsu Research Club, and she will be a fantastic tank on your teams, helping to tank a lot of hits while also healing a little bit of damage. Fantastic. And last but not least, just for playing this event, you will obtain Michiru, who is a 1-star character. However, don't let that 1-star think... you should not think that 1-star means that she won't be a powerful character, because Michiru deals a massive amount of single target damage. In fact, she was someone who I used for quite some time in my Shirokuro total assault raids. So if you're looking for a good single target mystic damage dealer, Michiru is fantastic. So make sure to pick her up and feel free to build her to her highest ninjutsu potential, and maybe check out her YouTube channel as well. The Ninjutsu Research Club is trying their best with their YouTube channel, and it's wonderful. I love watching it. Anytime I can, I try to tune into their live streams. It's just wonderful. Oh my word, folks, this is such an incredible lineup. What can we possibly follow this all up with? Another event rerun? Well. We were visiting Hyakkiyako, and it looks like we're going to be making our way over to Shanhaijing for an event rerun there. Oh my word! Unfortunately, a character who I very much want to see released, Reijo, unfortunately was not released as part of this rerun, but that means she will be coming when the event is archived, and that is all I can hope for. That is all I can hope for. In the meantime, we will have a rerun of some truly spectacular characters, including some of the best healers in the game. Rumi is not only a fantastic cook, she is a spectacular AoE healer. So if you've been on the lookout for a good AoE healer who can feed you just frankly ridiculously good fried rice, Rumi is spectacular. In addition to this, we will also be seeing a rerun of Mina. Woo! Mina. She is a movie buff and a sharpshooter. She will deal a large amount of debuff damage to an opponent, which is spectacular for Gregorius as a boss fight. Ooh, she is a force to be reckoned with. In addition, we will be seeing a rerun of Shun. Shun is one of the instructors at the Plum Blossom Garden Elementary. Oh, that she will make sure that your team is ready to go as soon as you hit the field. She will instantly provide anywhere from 3 to almost 4 EX skill cost for free, depending on how much you've leveled her, which is a spectacular way to start off a battle on the right foot. And last but not least, Kokona, Shun's younger sister, also an instructor at Plum Blossom, will also be joining us once again for a rerun. Kokona is a spectacular healer. Oh my word, folks. She not only has extremely inexpensive healing, only a 2 EX cost, but after you've used her healing a certain number of times during battle, she will discount the EX skill cost for everyone on your team for 1 EX skill usage. This is incredible for longer fights, and she does a lot of healing. So make sure if you do not have a great healer and you want to pick someone up, this will be a great event to snag Kokona or Rumi, or if you want to have your fight go as well as possible, Shun and Mina are spectacular. Oh my word. This is exciting, folks. So many event reruns. This is amazing. We're getting through we're getting through the last bit of our quarter. What could we possibly have besides this? Wait, could it be one more event rerun at the end of November? The end of our quarter is going to be a return to Millennium with the Game Development Club and Toki coming together to fight a formidable feline foe. That's right, folks. One of my personal favorite events. We will be returning to the Alabaster calling card for an event rerun and several brand new characters. We will have, finally, Maid Momoi joining as an on-field striker. Oh, she's just too adorable. I can't handle it. I cannot handle it. She will be dealing sonic damage as she rushes onto the field. My Maid Momoi is here to sweep away all of your troubles, and do be careful, she will try to sweep away your gaming snacks as well. But it's all for a good cause, because this will allow her to deal rapid auto attacks that will get even faster with EX activation. Oh my word. She already was shooting very quickly, but that will get even faster as soon as she has siphoned away some of the snacks that are sitting around. In addition to Maid Momoi, we, of course, are going to see her twin sister, Maid Midori, who is also joining us as a new character. She is also an on-field striker who will also deal sonic damage, which is wonderful. Maid Midori means business, and she is going to clean up this entire operation. Maid Midori deals massive single target damage with crit buffs on top of that, which is amazing. It is truly incredible what these two sisters can do once they set their minds to it, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Also, unlike their regular forms, they don't have any bonuses for pairing them with each other, which means that if you happen to only get one or the other, you can still run them without any issues. That's not to say that you have to run regular Midori and Momoi together, but you do get a massive buff for doing so. Here, they're both just fantastic, and if you run them together, will become even more so. In addition to the introduction of Maid Momoi and Maid Midori, we will also have a rerun of Maid Abydos. Oh, absolutely wonderful to see her back again. She is going to not only clean up this operation with everyone else, she will also do some very large mystic damage to a single target. She will focus her Sword of Light railgun and blast a single target as hard as she can, which is a lot. That's a lot of damage, folks. In addition, we will also have a rerun of Bunny Toki, who will be returning to deal lots of explosive damage as she rushes out with a very powerful fist punch. Oh my word. And last but not least, just for playing this event, you will get Maid Yuzu, who is a 1-star character. Maid Yuzu will be hiding off of the battlefield, but she will still be assisting your team with AoE explosive damage. So don't think that her hiding in a closet doesn't mean that she isn't part of the fight still. Oh my word, what a fantastic lineup of events, folks. This is amazing. We're going to have a bunch of new events. We're going to have some main story beats, a brand new game mode, and a return of some absolutely beloved characters. Oh, this is great. And yes, so many new Sonic characters. Oh my word. Absolutely fantastic. Folks, the next couple months are going to be great. I'm really looking forward to this. We're going to be visiting Hyakkiyako on multiple occasions. We'll be going to Trinity and Gehenna. We'll be going to Shanhaijing and Millennium. It's all across the board. This is absolutely incredible. Oh my word. Oh, thank you all so much for joining us for yet another Kivotos Quarterly. If you can believe it, this is actually the lineup for the next 3 months. For those of you who are curious about some main story beats that will be happening beyond this, tune in to our next Kivotos Quarterly, which will be packed to bursting with more of the main story. In the meantime, though, as we gear up for that, we have an absolutely stacked lineup of characters and events who will be showing up. Oh my word. We're finally going to see Kirara joining us. We're going to have Umika. We're going to have, so many wonderful characters. Band Kazusa, Band Yoshimi. Multiple limited reruns. This is where it's at, folks. Absolutely incredible. After this stream concludes, keep an eye out on the YouTube community page, as well as Twitter and my Discord, where I will have the upcoming global banners nicely packaged in this graphic for you all, so it is easy to return back to and refer to if you need any more information. And a huge thank you to the Hyakkiyako Festival Operations Club. Oh my word. We here at Kivotos Quarterly greatly appreciate your patronage. Thank you, and please feel free to sponsor this program once again if you ever want a shout out. I will happily promote Hyakkiyako. I go there all the time for the food. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Shizuko. Thank you, Pina. Thank you, Umika. You all help this show continue running when our other sponsors dip out on us. So thank you. Thank you for helping the show to continue running. A huge thank you as well to Kazu, who does such incredible work, folks. Oh my word, so much of what the producers are able to put together for what characters do, how they interact with certain game modes, comes from Kazu. Kazu is wonderful. Please go and follow Kazu. Kazu has a YouTube channel with a bunch of total assault guides that you should check out. Kazu also has a Twitter account that has a link to a brand new Fury of Set written guide. I have also, in the description for this video, put a link to that guide. No, Kazu does not know I'm shouting them out like this. I'm doing it anyway. Go follow them. They do incredible work. Excuse me, let me get my composure back. Thank you, Kazu, for your fantastic work. Check out that written guide if you're curious. In addition to this, thank you to MO2 for the wonderful, wonderful, fantastic resolution soundtracks to this game, which you have been listening to in the background during this entire presentation. And last but not least, thank you to the Blue Archive Fan Wiki for having such wonderful, up-to-date information on all of the gacha banners, the timing of events, and when everything is going to be happening. We could not do this without you. And last but not least, thank you to our correspondents and our studio audience. Without you, we would not be able to make this series, so thank you. Thank you for joining me, even as we've had some rocky times with sponsorship issues, but that's all been taken care of. And don't forget, go visit Hyakkiyako and get your exclusive merch before it's all gone. In my shrine. I definitely haven't gone back multiple times. Should we cut that out? Maybe I shouldn't have that in the final cut. Anyway, thank you all, and I will see you all for our next Kivotos Quarterly. Bye for now.